Does life sometimes feel unpredictable, full of sudden changes, frustrations, and situations that seem completely outside your control? One day things are going smoothly. The next day something unexpected happens, a setback at work, criticism from someone else, or a plan that falls apart. Moments like these can easily leave us feeling anxious, frustrated, or powerless. But more than 2,000 years ago, the philosophy of Stoicism offered a powerful way to navigate these experiences. Stoic thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius believed that inner peace does not come from controlling the world around us. Instead, it comes from understanding what is truly within our power and letting go of what is not. One of the most important Stoic ideas that teaches this lesson is known as the Dichotomy of Control. This principle reminds us that many things in life are outside our influence. Other people's opinions, unexpected events, the past, and even the outcome of our efforts. But some things remain firmly within our control: our thoughts, our choices, our reactions, and the way we interpret events. When we learn to focus on these internal powers instead of external circumstances, we begin to experience a deeper sense of stability and resilience. In the following lessons, we will explore 12 powerful Stoic insights that revolve around this principle. These lessons will help you shift your mindset, respond to challenges with clarity, and cultivate a calm strength that does not depend on the world behaving the way you want it to. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Understand what you truly control. The foundation of Stoic philosophy begins with a simple but transformative realization. You control far less than you think. According to the Stoics, there are two categories of things in life: those that are within our control and those that are not. Within our control are our judgments, intentions, actions, and attitudes. Outside our control are events, outcomes, the behavior of others, and circumstances we cannot change. Many people suffer because they spend their energy trying to control the uncontrollable. They worry about how others perceive them. They stress over results that depend on countless variables. Stoicism teaches us to redirect that energy inward. Instead of trying to control everything around us, we focus on mastering our own responses. This shift alone can dramatically reduce anxiety and frustration. Lesson 2. Accept the limits of external control. Once we understand the dichotomy of control, the next step is acceptance. Acceptance does not mean passivity or resignation. It simply means acknowledging reality as it is. You cannot control the weather. You cannot control other people's decisions. You cannot control every outcome. But you can control how you respond to these events. By accepting the limits of our influence, we free ourselves from the constant struggle against forces we cannot change. This acceptance allows us to act with greater clarity and emotional balance. Lesson 3. Focus on your reactions. Events themselves are rarely the true source of our suffering. More often, it is our interpretation of those events that creates distress. As Seneca famously observed, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. When something difficult happens, we often react immediately with anger, fear, or frustration. Stoicism encourages a different approach. Pause. In that pause lies the power to choose your response. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can respond thoughtfully and deliberately. Over time, practicing this awareness strengthens emotional resilience and clarity. Lesson 4. Train your mind. Daily Stoicism is not merely a philosophy to read about. It is a discipline that must be practiced. The Stoics believed that mental strength is developed through daily reflection. Take time each day to review your experiences. Ask yourself, what did I react to today? What was within my control? What was not? This reflection builds awareness and helps you gradually refine your responses to life's challenges. Through consistent practice, your mind becomes calmer and more disciplined. Lesson 5. Let go of other people's opinions. One of the most common sources of stress is the desire for approval. We often worry about how others judge us, whether they agree with us, or what they might think of our decisions. But Stoicism reminds us that the opinions of others are ultimately outside our control. You can act with integrity, kindness, and honesty, but you cannot control how others interpret your actions. Recognizing this truth frees you from the endless pursuit of validation. Instead, you measure your life by your character, not by public approval. Lesson 6. Turn obstacles into opportunities. Life will always present obstacles. Plans fail. Goals take longer than expected. Unexpected difficulties appear. The Stoics believed that obstacles are not merely problems to endure, they are opportunities for growth. Every challenge offers a chance to practice patience, discipline, courage, and wisdom. When viewed from this perspective, difficulties become a form of training. They strengthen your ability to remain steady under pressure. Lesson 7. Practice emotional discipline. Stoicism is sometimes misunderstood as suppressing emotions. In reality, Stoicism teaches us to manage emotions wisely. Anger, fear, and frustration often arise when we try to control what is beyond our power. By recognizing the limits of our control, we prevent these emotions from overwhelming us. Instead of being ruled by impulse, we respond with calm reasoning. This emotional discipline creates stability even during stressful moments. Lesson 8. Embrace simplicity. Many Stoics believed that excessive comfort weakens resilience. They occasionally practiced voluntary discomfort, fasting, simple living, or temporary hardship. These practices were not meant as punishment. They were reminders that happiness does not depend on luxury or convenience. By experiencing simplicity, we learn that we can endure far more than we think. This realization removes the fear of losing comfort. Lesson 9. Live in the present moment. Much of our anxiety comes from worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. The past cannot be changed. The future cannot be fully controlled. The present moment, however, is where your actions take place. Stoicism encourages us to direct our attention toward the present task before us. When you focus fully on what you are doing now, your mind becomes clearer and more effective. Lesson 10. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful Stoic practice. Instead of constantly seeking more, Stoics encouraged appreciation for what already exists. When you acknowledge the value of what you have, your health, your opportunities, your relationships, your perspective changes. Gratitude shifts your focus away from scarcity and toward abundance. It brings contentment and reduces the urge to chase external validation. Lesson 11. See life as training. To a Stoic, life itself is a training ground. Every challenge tests your character. Every setback strengthens your patience. Every interaction allows you to practice virtue. By viewing life in this way, difficulties no longer appear meaningless or unfair. They become part of a larger process of personal development. Lesson 12. Master yourself. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches that the greatest form of power is self-mastery. You may never control the external world, but you can learn to control your thoughts, your attitudes, and your responses. When you develop this internal strength, external circumstances lose their power to disturb your peace. As Marcus Aurelius often reflected, true tranquility comes from within. Final reflection. Mastering Stoic wisdom does not happen overnight. It is a gradual process of awareness, reflection, and practice. By understanding the dichotomy of control and applying these lessons in everyday life, you begin to shift your focus from external chaos to internal stability. Instead of being carried away by every unexpected event, you develop the ability to respond with calmness and clarity. And in doing so, you cultivate something far more valuable than temporary success or approval. You cultivate resilience, wisdom, and inner peace. These qualities allow you to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence, no matter what challenges arise.